Okay, welcome. We're on it's Friday in wave week, and in the form it's soaring bird pattern, and we're really skipping doing the choreography this week for various reasons, and so this morning I'll just give a few gentle directions, and mostly will just be with the world around you, and if the world around you is coming from my soundscape. But if if you're doing this on a recording, you may end up just turning it off and being wherever you are in a place where there's sounds. But today it's like the birds, the morning birds in spring in Wisconsin. And we're gonna do like what was that? I forget his name, who talked about a sit spot, like go somewhere and every day just be there. And so I don't even want to put a name like meditation, or maybe you could and see how we define it, but we're playing with this. If you for a moment awaken this region, here's all the root of us that's come up, and then for some reason this human structure, the building of our being, gave us eyes, portals to light waves, primarily through our eyes, but the pituitary gland receives it. There are other places that receive light waves, photons, the sound waves of the portal for our ear, the nose, and always everywhere, the tactile sense and the temperature. It's a whole other sensory mechanism for sensing temperature and wind. So for a moment, like meeting yourself as a being that has these portals to the world, like that the world comes to us and different people have different degrees of hearing or different degrees of sight. Some know sight in a different way, in an inner sight, or so in this next 15 minutes or so, the invitation is to see how simple, in our theme of less and simple, like I don't want to go like now I'm going to meditate and be some state, or I have to sit still, but what is it that allows me to just really be with the sensory, with the portals, knowing that whenever I name it, whenever I make meaning of it, that's happening inside of me. So there's this interface. We're just playing with this interface of the way waves come as data, and our inner being, our life experiences, makes meaning and calls something a tree, or feels the beauty of the sound and doesn't even need to know the name of the peewee or the cardinal. So what is that, to be with waves, to be with your sensory being in the simplest of all ways, with no drama? And then when is it to notice when you start to go completely away from that, because we can, into imagination and ideas and concepts. And so the invitation is to come back and back and back to just being a conduit for the sensory material to come in and move away, and be in and part of the dance, that our very presence shifts where the wind blows and affects what birds. It's a way of birding, is to notice the sound, because our own walking affects who's there and what they're doing, warning sounds and other things. So that's the instructions. I hope that's clear, or you can make it your own. And I think I'd really love us to share like what you might have discovered around that. What is the simplest way to be with the world? And for a moment, as a break from all for this 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you're not managing anything, you're not producing anything, you're not in charge of anything. You're just in you're with whatever that means. And I'm going to be out of the view, so enjoy. And I'm so grateful. Oh yeah, I guess to be together, it's also a different thing to know that we're together doing this. You're not by yourself. We're all being somewhere, listening to certain sounds. If you can be outside and it's cold clearly here, and feel the sun changes, or just let this camera give that to you from your own memory. All right. Okay, so letting yourself gently, we're going to transition, or inviting, or you could stay doing whatever. I think for many of us on the world, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but right now, like these days, we just got a notification that it's like this is one of the heights of the migration of the birds across, like at least in Wisconsin, and there are maps around for that. So right now, I think almost wherever anybody is, just imagine in that upper atmosphere are millions of birds, like the wave of the birds finding their winter, going to their summer, or in some places going to their winter homes. Anyway, just I meant to say that at the beginning. So these are mostly our winter birds. This is right here, who are here today, who've been here the whole time. So, all right, blessed be. Thank you.